Here we back, another episode of Lying and the Truth. It's been a while, I've been busy, that is the truth, but not really. Sometimes you just get preoccupied by your own personal mind, doing it whatever that you're doing. But also I got a full family, full job, full other things to take care of. But here we go, this is another episode. We're going to talk about our local terrible AM radio station, which no one cares about. Neil Brennan's glasses reflection. Starting guns. What the f is going on with that, huh? What's the deal with TikTok? Are we going to ban it? I can't understand it. I think I'm a boomer consumer. It's Ben Shapiro fighting with that Candace Owens, the zero. We don't really know, but it's what is happening, what is laughing about, what is going to control your mind. So here we go. Once again, another episode of Lying and the Truth. You know what? Let's see here. For funsies, let's see here. I'll try it again. Nope, that didn't work out at all. Boom. Nope, that didn't work out at all. That's not what I wanted. Do I want Will Smith? Nope. I want that. Oh, try it again. I want that. There we go. Check it out. Oh, damn it. We're trying new stuff here. I'm moving things around. This is a flub. I'll cut that out of the podcast, maybe. Probably not. I'm definitely going to take that off now. Sweet. I'm trying a new mic because there's some things that I don't like around here that piss me off. So anyways, we're going to talk about just some things that are going on around here. I was at my son, he's about to go off to college and he plays football. So he plays quarterback. But anyways, so I'm out there like a dumb dog running routes, right? I always tell everybody, I'll repeat this over and over again. If you have a child and they play football, don't have them play quarterback. I just go out and run routes all day. Just deep routes and slant routes and go routes. I'm 47, you know what I mean? I'm in great shape and all, but like, I shouldn't be running routes, you know what I mean? And I have to throw the ball back to him, so I still have to throw it, you know what I mean? I'm like, run the ball in. I barely made it out there, you know? So, and he just standing in one place. He's like, I'm a pocket passer. I'm like, you should be a fucking runner. You know what I mean? You'd be dual threat right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just go in a block. Like, I'll go 2 yards and I'll do that. You know what I mean? Instead, fucking running. Anyways, the point being is I was out there on a football field and kept hearing the gunshots because there's a track tournament. You know what I mean? Just where we're at, there's, doing track. And gunshots. I thought it was just a strange thing. It just made me think about the fact that we have a starting gun at track events. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe at the beginning we didn't really have, you get a belt, you go, it makes a loud noise. You know what I mean? Like, who has a belt? We all wear suspenders around here. Okay, who's got a gun? Everybody's like, me. Okay, who wants to shoot a bullet up into the air? We all do. Okay, back to the story. Okay, but we still have a starting gun today. Like, you could just say, go. You know what I mean? Like, it could be an arbitrary, beep, you know what I mean? Like a high pitch squeal or something. You know what I mean? Like all the others, a whistle, you know? I mean, a button pushed, definitely, or just a red light, yellow, just straight drag racing. When you see the green light, it doesn't have to, it's just strange. It's still, I'm not anti-gun, you know what I mean? Like, I am a GUN owner, but it's like, it's just funny that we still have a starting gun. Like, when it started off, you know what I mean? Like, when they're going around, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, hey, how should we start this competition here? They're all, how about we just say, go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, everybody gets in line. And the guy goes, go. And they're like, go where? Well, over there to the finish line. And they just walk over there. They're like, now what? Oh, dang it, you're supposed, how about this? Try something different. Get over there. Line up. It's a 100-yard dash. Ready? Race. They're like, this is 1900. We're obviously all white. Like, no, I meant like run. Like, okay, well, win. Well, Earl, how about you just shoot your gun? Okay, I'm going to shoot my gun, and you motherfuckers better run. Ready? Line up. Okay, well, line up. Okay, ready? Run, motherfuckers! And then run. That's probably how it started. I'm just saying. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, obviously, when human foot racing started. You know what I mean? I can't imagine, when they did it in Greece, they're like, let's get a starting gun. They didn't have a fucking firework. Maybe, I don't fucking know. I bet you they just like get two rocks together and bring them together. Like, when did the gun happen? Like, when Colt Revolver's like, hey, I got a good way to get these motherfuckers running. You thought they were fast before. I'm just going to line up with the gun. And I'm going to look at them like, okay, let's see who's going to win. The fastest one wins. And they're like, wins what? Bam, go! We're like, fuck! And then all of a sudden we got record breakers, Still obviously all white at that time, so those records are all broken now. But you get the point. What are we using the gun for? There's just so many options rather than the gun for and then like, especially like we're worried about school shootings and I'm like throwing the football around and it's because it's like not every race is a mile. Some of them are just, 100 meters, 200 meters for, and so it ends fast. Go! It's like, dang. Granted the gun is orange, but like, okay, so now we can just bring orange guns to schools and nobody will question it. Hey, what are you talking about? I'm a race official. And we're like, okay, well, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to go with that one anymore. Okay, but you get the point. It's just strange. I'm just starting guns. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just beep. They do that for other sports, Anyways, and I bet you, like when they were in China, I bet you those races weren't starting gun races. I bet you those in China, they didn't, no one, unless it was like, like 7 soldiers. Oh, you guys want to race? I have one accent. That's terrible, huh? But in Olympic Games, I'm just imagining areas where they're not letting like just people have guns. They're going to be like, oh yeah, well he's a race official. He's going to start the race. Let him have a 6-shooter. They're all blanks, Anyways, yeah. KMJ. I'm just gonna say we have a local station. All my local stations here in Fresno. They had a ranking of the most far right cities in America. I live in Fresno County. Fresno County cumbersome's a lot of little city areas. It's like basically we're all in the same area. San Joaquin Valley, Fresno, almost same shit. But Fresno is number 3 most far right cities. In the Fresno County, in that Fresno area, there's another city called Clovis, basically where I was born and raised, Clovis. But it's like no one knows where Clovis is, so we all say Fresno because we're in Fresno County. Anyways, so Clovis, number 2. And then our neighbor about 2 hours away, Bakersfield, numero uno, most far right cities in America, and in the middle of California. And all 3 of us have the same thing. We have some of the lowest, if not, I'm telling you, the lowest wages. Take these off so I can talk about my next side, but lowest wages in California. I always say that all the time. It's crazy. It's if you want to know what Republican cities are, it's Fresno, California. It's been Republican for almost 100 years. The Kevin McCarthy, the Devin Nunes. It's always been that way. And then like the zoning officials, the Bonadelli family, they're like, oh, no, we're Mom Deli farmers. Yeah, look at us. And then they get in the zoning department, and then they zone everybody out and and they get, they got arrested for it. And you can look it up, Google the Bonadeli crime family. And then those people get out of jail, and somehow they're back in the city council of zoning again. You know what I mean? And that's just a normal thing that's always happened here. We have chased out 3 or 4 professional baseball teams. We have a stadium they built in the worst part of town, because the worst part of town is downtown, is owned by lots and lots of rich people who mostly don't live here. A lot of them live in L.A. I've contacted these people trying to rent buildings. I'm trying to open up a comedy club here in this area. And so I've contacted a lot of business building owners, and they don't live here. And they've even told me, shoot, I'd rather say that building is worth $8,000 a month and never rent that little building out than ever rent it out for someone who's going to leave in a little bit. I can just write off the whole thing and as a loss. Nobody will fill it up as a high price instead of lowering the price and letting someone rent it for a long period of time. So that's our whole scheme. Anyways, the rich people get this baseball stadium built downtown, hopefully to revitalize their building so they can have some kind of profit. Instead of building it anywhere in the middle of town where they can grow other businesses like they do typically with Major League Baseball fields or basketball courts. It's not just a baseball field, but there's the surrounding areas of things to do and incorporate with the city and have growth. And then if you want people to pay attention and do things, you have it all right there, and then you provide parking, obviously. But they didn't do that. They put it way in the middle of nowhere where nobody wants to go, and it's not even it's not even in the middle of anything. And then you get out, you want to hurry up and leave because it's not in a good part of town. And even if it was some things to do, like a casino or some bars, once again, you can't walk down the street with your family. Those are casinos and bars. So you can mix it up a little bit, but they can't down there because it's the worst part of town. And they've even had a project to build a building. I think the last time I saw, they put like $8 million in this area, and they petitioned to get 10 million more. And if you go to that little area of land, it is just a piece of land. So now they're trying to get $18 million for something they haven't even have a plan to build. And that's how Fresno, California has worked. It is a far-right Republican city for over 100 years. Not consistently. We get a Democrat here and there, but who's running for office and who is a Republican or a governor? He is or a mayor, sorry. He is a Republican, and it's been Republican for like the last decade at least. We had, sporadic here and there. And people are like, well, look at all the city council. Yeah. The people who live in those areas, the hood or poor people, are allowed to vote for their representation in their poor neighborhoods. And then somehow collectively, you guys put in a Republican. Anyways, lowest wages, we have high crime, we have lots and lots of police. So like I'm saying, we have a lot of police and still have lots of crime. Matter of fact, over the last 10, 15 years, our crime rate has gone up and the amount of police we've gotten have gone up. So it's not really effectively doing anything because it has to do with low wages. And if you go to any post when they talk about, there's another thing I saw, there was a statistic about Fresno was the 10th most racist cities in America. I've said this many times. And I'm like, how did you come up with that? Right? Google post Facebook post and Google searches. That's a pretty good metric. Of all metrics that you can possibly have, I can imagine if you had your Google searches and then your actual Facebook post that make you seem racist, I think that would be the number one thing, And be like, well, the liberals think everything's racist. And I'm like, there's probably like a, some kind of window where it lets people go, variants of all directions. Anyways, that's our city. You know what I mean? And people are like, well, if you don't like it, leave. I'm like, no. I'm showing you, me as like a electrician, like, hey, here's our problems. Let's fix this shit. That's why this does not work. This receptacle's broken. That breaker's tripping. That wire's shorting out. We need to replace that pipe. That's the wrong pipe in the first place, wrong size wire. You're going to consistently have problems. Eventually, this thing's going to burn down. So in my advice, I think we should replace all of this, do an upgrade, actually use the resources that we have, use the community and the people that we have, also try to uplift the wages that we have in this area, try to get to the surrounding area. There's no reason I should drive 2 hours to San Jose and make double the wages. Instead of like making 45 an hour here, I can go to San Jose and make 90, but then somehow my in and out is the same price. You know, give me a break. I can get the same price Little Caesar there and here, but the wages are different. Make it make sense to me. The mattress is the same price. Nobody is like leaving San Jose and shopping in Fresno because Fresno groceries and Fresno stuff is so much cheaper. And then all you have to do is one fucking U-Haul drive back home and then save hundreds of thousands of dollars. That stuff is still affordable there. Is their property worth more? Yeah. I knew people who had a house that was given to them by their parents. You know, it was like a $600,000 house like a decade ago, and then over a period of time, it went up to like $5 million. They're like, God damn! They sold and they got a different house and paid off. Yeah, but that's because the same thing we complain about all the time. Houses are not supposed to be a commodity to make a profit on. If somebody buys up a neighborhood, fixes it all up, just not even much, raises the prices of that neighborhood, everybody in the neighborhood no longer can live in that neighborhood. They have to shop to a different neighborhood. Getting pushed out of that neighborhood. If they could have fully afford that neighborhood in the first place. That's why they were there. Or, what you could do is you can make business opportunities in your town. You can build a baseball stadium that is in the middle of town. You can have an amusement park. You can have a high-speed rail coming through that gets you a gateway all the way to Vegas. You can have laws that make it possible for businesses to open with the changing ways and the changing times and opportunities in this town. Like, you help me open up a comedy club and try and fucking banks are like, hey, yeah, no, fuck you. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to make an investment. I do this fucking comedy thing and podcast and stand up. We have opportunities between these two areas. Somebody, please, come on. I got a business plan. Here you go. I've done all the work. I've fucking done all this. I got 5 buildings picked out, but I got the demographic. Invest. And then I saw a video the other day for Laugh Factory might come here. Oh yeah, corporations. Let the outside guy come in first. No, let's build up from inside and then get these outside guys. I'm trying to get here, but I'm here. We're here. Anyways, we need outside guys too. Come and take over. Get everybody here. Build the town up. The point being is when you build all those opportunities, not just me, but also get the Laugh Factory, get local, have more than one opportunity here, the property value goes up. When you have a place to go to and do things, your property value goes up. You don't have to just buy and sell the commodity to make it go up with some bullshit, right? The house is still the same house, right? You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, right? That house is still in the same area. You didn't change areas. I keep saying this. Fix the area. There was a tax on our bill about Fresno State getting funding for, I think, our athletic department on our taxes. No, we're not giving you more money. God damn it. Fix the town. Athletes don't want to come here. Why would you want to come to this place? Here, I'm going to get this more in my face. You know what I mean? Hold on a sec, sorry for everybody at home. I might even take that down too because it pisses me off. Make the town better for athletes to want to come here. That's what I keep saying over and over again. It's hot. There's not much to do. Around the school, there's lots of bad neighborhoods. Literally, across the street, we're getting passed over by airplanes and jets. You can hear that from my magnificent AKG black microphone. It's beautiful. I love it. Anyways, Popeyes, Taco Bell, Chipotle's, Wendy's, right there. Boom. What else do those kids want, right? There's nothing to fucking do. They're trying now. Our Republican, like I said, back to what I was explaining before, he spent like $800,000 to get buses to get kids from Fresno State and take them to the hood where that stupid baseball stadium is that nobody wants to go to let them go do things over there. Like, hey, have you not got mugged today? Let's take you there. No, those kids did not come to Fresno to go to the worst part of town. I mean, typically what they're trying to do is just say, hey, get out of our area and go down to this area and spend money for these people. But they'll let the locals hang up here by Riverbar in the north area. I mean, it's like the whole zoning thing comes back together, and where they're trying to push people to get the money for other people. They're trying to get people who are young and partying away from people of the north who are just trying to go shopping at our fancy restaurant. Oh, dude. Thing bleeped again. I'm hoping everything's, it's back on. But this Personas, man, I can't say it more times. I'm going to replace this damn thing. It's an ARC Personas mixer. That's what I record with at this moment. And I've done it for like the last 3 years, and I hate it. I had a Fire Plus, but anyways, back to what I was trying to say is, I don't want to give our athletic any more money. And they just hired this guy, Vance Wahlberg. He's a local high school coach. I think when I went to high school, he was the girls' coach. And then he went to Fresno City, he was the men's coach. And he does fairly well as a Fresno City coach with what he's got. You know what I mean? And you only play, I think, those teams. I'm not too sure how that works out exactly. But great. I'm pretty sure that kids around the United States can't wait to go play for the city college coach. No. What is going on is nobody goes to the games at Fresno State anymore. Who goes to local college games? One, your local students, and they realize that most of the students at Fresno State are living close by. Or who has been going for decades is the locals themselves. Just like Alabama, people, it's the neighborhood. We're born and raised Alabama. Well, I'm born and raised Fresno State. I'm born and raised Fresno. When I was born, I lived over on 6th Street, which is over in middle of Fresno, kind of right by the Fresno Giants baseball stadium back in 1976. In 1978, I moved to Clovis, where my parents still live. Went to Tarpey, Kasner, Clovis West, graduated in 94. Never left. Had to work out of town for many years, but I am a local guy. Love Fresno State football. Love all of Fresno State. I love everything local. Local athletes. I don't care if you want to play somewhere else, but if you're from here, go. Hell yeah, go. You know what I mean? I support local. Like I always talk about when I used to coach teams, I'm like, man, I want all these teams to be great. They're like, I want our team to be great. I'm like, well, I want our team to be great too, but I want to have a great I want to win everything, but I hope their team's really good too. You know what I mean? Because it's all representative of us. And I always say the thing about fucking Republicans. I wish you had a better candidate. You know what I mean? Wish we had a better candidate too, but we need both parties to be good. Because we represent America. Fucking dummies. But like I was saying, Fresno State, man, I love our town. We just need more than just the coaches. And they're trying to sell tickets to locals. That's why they hired the local guy, trying to get local support, because we're the ones who buy tickets. And I'm not going to go to these games lately when the guy that I actually know that was actually on there, they didn't play him. I thought he was pretty good. One game he got like, I think it was like 9 threes in a playoff game that really helped Fresno State. Then they fucking rode the bench. Came from Chicago here to play. You know what I mean? So we're not getting collective players. We want to be in the big March Madness tournament. We're not even in the NIT. I don't think so. Looking at it, maybe we almost made it, but like we're nowhere. So like the baseball team, I used to go to all the baseball games back in the day. We had Olympic players on our team. I think his name was Chris Goodwin or Godwin. And I can't remember all of the players back in the day. But, we had catchers and we had, a bunch of great players. My cross-street neighbor growing up pitched for the Fresno State Bulldog. So born and raised Bulldog fan, 100%. Matter of fact, right here. You guys don't have? You guys don't got this shit. Right there. Boom, bitches. Jim Sweeney. Right? 1999 hometown hero. Okay. No, I got that. I know family. I'm tight with the fucking family, dog. This is up here. Always have been. Boom, put it back. Crooked as fuck. But yeah. Boom. Right there. Crooked as fuck, like I said. It's always been there. Fresno State. But let's be smart. Let's improve the town. Get an amusement park. A hockey rink in the middle of Clovis somewhere. Really just straight out tear down Service the Mall and rebuild it completely a little different with the Indian gaming casino built onto it. If you have to be, but like, no, forget the Indian. Let's have a casino. Anyways, like build something up. We have an Old Town Clovis, which we have these events on. Old ass antique stores. It's like a perfect little area. We have these events, but everything's just fucking run down and shitty, and they don't want to improve nothing up until past 10. They can improve the whole town, put like 15 million into that area, make everybody just, hey, we're going to improve it. You need to improve it. If you're gonna be this fucking antique store, you can't take up 2 floors of this. Time to fucking improve. We gotta, we're making progress here, but it's like, dude, we're stuck in 1972 on some of this stuff, and that's how your profit's going to be, your profit margin is going to be, So, oh man, improve the town, make it opportunities, but you have this local AM station, KMJ, KMG. They're pandering to these old people with some BS. They were talking yesterday about, I think it was like they were pissed off because a cannabis store was getting celebrated, and why doesn't liquor stores get celebrated? I'm like, well, alcohol does kill people all the time. This town loves alcohol. We were actually voted 10th most alcohol towns in America. We have so many DUI checkpoints and liquor stores everywhere. I saw one time the mayor was like, hey, we're going to have a place that sells edible alcohol. But then on the same hand, he went and busted a cannabis store that was only selling CBD edibles. It was all edibles, but it was only CBDs. And they had rubs, shit, and whatever the fucking CBD stuff they have, but a lot of it was edible stuff. And the mayor had the edible CBDs in his hand. These are killing kids. That's where we're living at in this town. Like, the mayor said CBDs are killing our kids. CBDs are killing our kids. Also, helping them with their epilepsy. Go figure what side you want to take. Anyways. Yeah, well, luckily the mayor, he was at Japan checking out the high-speed rail. He's kind of pro high-speed rail because he realized it's happening anyways. And you're getting lots of money to fucking do it. And he realized, hey, these fucking people in downtown, I can give you some more money. Oh, that's my Bill Clinton. I got only a couple fucking voices, live with it, Oh, goodness. But yeah, the radio station, it is pushing a crappy agenda. They blocked me on everything. They're call screeners won't let me on there. Everything they say is just full of propaganda lie, and it's such like an old leaning point of view. There's no integrity. That's the problem. And then they have like Mark Levin on, who like everything he talks about is just how liberal purple hair people are ruining America, even though Joe Rogan is completely a Democrat. He talks about it all the time. We do own guns. We are pro businesses, but we also want to pay people proper wages. And, we're like, hey, I could make this fair for everybody. Obviously, this is my goal. This is what's going to happen. Anyways, the radio station, it is out of control. And I wake up in the morning and I still have it on because I wake up at like 5 and then I'm at my house really early sometimes. And then my radio station is on AM before I plug my phone in. And they're pandering to farmers who are up that early. Like, hey, do you need more herbicide, pesticide? Well, the government will give you subsidies. I mean, this town has so many people. There's over 30% of our population in Fresno that are employed by the government. And there's even more who are subsidized by the government. I mean, this town is completely like government ran. And they're like, we're anti-government. No, you're not. You work for the school district. You work for the county. You've definitely worked for the government at one point, held a fucking government job. If you didn't hold a government job, you definitely have a government job that's subsidized somewhere by the government. Guaranteed. So they don't even know what the fuck is saying, which is crazy. And said they have the lowest wages in the state, some of the highest crime. And they're like, look at those people over there. And those people like enjoying their great life. You know, I was hearing a comedian the other day. They were like, yeah, I went to LA and I think it was Andrew Schultz. He's all, it's nothing like Fox News says. I had a great time. He's like, this is beautiful. He's like, you know, obviously Fox News is pandering to certain kind of viewers. You know, they're going to say the word woke 1 million times, hoping to get people to stay listening. Like, oh, woke. Yeah, I hate woke. Woke. That's something I don't like. I don't like woke. I'm taking this fucking pop filter off. It's annoying me. I keep hitting it over and over again. Sweet. I can't even get to my topics. Anyways, yeah. You can't talk common sense to the radio station. And then even if you talk common, you actually get in. Like, I've tricked them a couple times and I've gotten in. But the call screeners, they know not to have me on. And I've even heard the radio station even straight up say, like, yeah, we can't have certain people on. And I've shared it on Twitter or I've shared it somewhere how they've actually blocked me. I can't make tweets or comments on their post anymore. You know what I mean? I thought it was freedom of speech, but not for the local AM station. No way. And Sinclair Media is a company that owns them. So I'm on LinkedIn and I do this and I do producing and editing and all this stuff. And I've been doing it for years. So they have openings all the time. Their country radio station, Sinclair Media owns all the media in Fresno. All the media. KMJ, country, fucking all of it. You know what I mean? So there's only one point of view. That's why I got to plug my phone in to get alternative point of views. But I apply all the time, but they'll never hire me. You know, I'm not qualified, probably. Okay, whatever. But I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you want me not to cuss? I can fucking do that. Anyways, yeah. So I have KM joke T-shirts. I have gonna get rid of. I had them on the website. Close the website down. I'm changing, like I said, I'm changing everything, how I do everything. Before I was, you know, a whole network trying to get a bunch of shows on. Now I'm just condensing everything just to focus on me, my show, and my stand-up. What I wrote a new joke the other day. I'm gonna get over here to it, but I'm gonna put the glass on so I can see it. Did I just mess? Yeah, there you go. Boom. I need a haircut. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, yeah. KMJ, morning ads, TikTok. Yeah. I just heard the other day too. It's funny. The far right, there's other guy. I don't know why fucking I get so much TikTok information. That's far right, but they they said, why don't they just sell TikTok to Elon Musk? It doesn't have to be owned by a Chinese a company. I sound just like that guy when I do. The idea is that if it's a Chinese-owned company, and they know everything about us, we should just have those people sell it to Elon Musk. One, because he's South African. You know, granted, he has American citizenship, but, you know, why don't you just sell it to Arnold Schwarzenegger? How about Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos? How about the American billionaire, suicidal super genius? You know, why does it got to be your far-right / Nazi? You know what I mean? Does it have to be the Nazi? You know? So I got my glasses on. It comes on with this. I watched Neil Brennan's special. I highly recommend it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty good. One of the problems I see was he wore glasses, and I don't know if he has cue cards or he needed to wear glasses to see and not fall down. I don't know if it did. I did with his vision problem. Like me, I have to put him on really to see. Like I can see my monitors and stuff, but to read. You know what I mean, to reading glasses. Like right now, I know kind of what it says, because I put the word in there. But if I had to make it out myself, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? But one thing about the special was he had to keep switching camera angles way too many times, which pissed me off. But the reason why is because he had so much reflection off his glasses over and over again. There was blue light and like wherever that blue light was, and then they just needed to turn off that light. And whatever it was, block that light off. It would have been great beforehand. You know what I mean? I bet there's an effect you can get to fix it, but like it was crazy how much. So I have to have my head at a certain angle not to get my my lights. I have that's probably a reflection. Actually, that's just my laptop. So I can just dim. If I did, I can dim that one to cut that back a little bit. I do that. Boom. Oh, look, it's gone now. Ah, man, look, I'm a genius. That's all I had to do is turn the light down a little bit. Neil Brennan, fix it. Neil Brennan, love your special. That was pretty cool. But yeah, TikTok ban, American citizenship ban in, Ben Shapiro. Yeah, it's funny. Candace Owen, who no one cares about, is desperately, just constantly trying to get clickbait. Like, what can I say to get the people on the far right interested? And then she just does that. She's like, just Google searches like far right interest. Boom, got it. Gonna do that. And then she's on the Ben Shapiro show, who only argues with young 18, 19-year-old adults. And then his wife's never had a WAP in her life. So sorry about that. Anyways, it's a medical condition. Women's vaginas are not supposed to get wet. I know my wife is a doctor, unlike Jill Biden. Jill Biden's definitely not a doctor. Definitely not. I heard that someone said that also on TikTok the other day. I had to make a comment. Jill Biden's not a doctor. And she's got a doc. No, duh. You know what I mean? You win. I won't go to her office for my physical. Or maybe I will. No, anyways, back to what I was saying. Ben Shapiro fired Candace Owen, which we all know, but like they're going to debate. Like no one gives a fuck about you. Your two almost consistent opinions. Like why I almost don't even care why you fired her. You know what I mean? Like the thing they didn't understand was to collectively people could stomach them, and it was great for their little stupid network because they had these same talking points, but they weren't liked. They just used them as like, see, even people that we don't like say what we like. You know what I mean? And once you separate them, people are like, I don't like Ben. I don't like Candace Owens. I'm not listening to neither of them. You know what I mean? So, boom. Thank you. That was all great. Hopefully both of them just disappear. You know what I mean? No one cares about your opinions. You know what I mean? But guarantee they're going to do some crazy clickbait, or they'll be like, we realize that we're stronger together, even though we have different point of views, but our main narrative is together. It's free speech. As long as it stays within the window of what I'm telling you to say. And as long as what you say is what I believe. Free speech. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, the far right hates both of them. Put the same narrative. No one really cares. I've said this before. I made this song up. See if I can. I'll probably fuck everything up if I do it. It will probably play. Nah, I don't want to do it. I'll check everything up. But I wrote this new song, and then I've been have this joke in here, and I kind of worked it into the song. But I'm taking it out. It's stupid. But if you're in a group, mainly men, you guys dress up like each other. You guys have like songs and chants, and you got your own little verbiage like, hey, or like, you're all LGB, you know what I mean? LGBTQ and all the other letters. You know what I mean? If you're doing that, you have flags, and then you're having parades, be gay. I don't care. You're gay. You're being like, that is the gay pride parade. Just wearing a different costume, but it's identical. I think I can see like all the time. I was like, the reason why the far right don't like Hispanics is because they don't understand what they're saying. They love everything about them. They love their food, their style, cowboys. That's not fucking American. That's Mexico, Spain. Where do you think cows and horses came from? Fucking dummies. But they knew what they were saying. They'd be like, oh yeah, el caliente, come here, and have a great time, right? But they don't know what the fuck they're saying. And that's the thing about these Trump supporters, who are obviously, I call them tragics. Trump. I'm not gonna say the other word. People to that, but the tragics. These tragics, man, they're out there. They're just mad because the gay pride parade just has a little more flavor and more fun. People are like, I'd rather go to that parade rather than your stuffy parade of old women who wear too much makeup, who also smell like cat piss. That's the way it goes, you mean? But I think they're all a bunch of traffic. Everything's a figment of your imagination, if you think about it. My boy Biden. It's funny, people always say it all the time, How about your boy Biden? I'm like, oh yeah, we're best friends. It's funny because like the far right, that's how they're in love. If you're on TikTok and someone shares a picture of Trump, it's not a real picture ever. It's always like a character of him being buff and young. Like I saw a video yesterday. I'm pretty sure he had a stroke. If you go look at him, he had a stroke. Like he's all fucking wobbly. This Personas did it again. I hate this thing, man. Anyways, 42 minutes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a stroke. But yeah, his face is all droopy and shit. But they love him. And we're just like, this is who we have to vote for. Like, as soon as I vote, I'm going to go right back to playing guitar and fucking Minecraft and shit. I don't play Minecraft. But you know what I mean? It is crazy. Like, you got to be your boy. Your boy Biden. Should I do that joke? Yeah, I'm gonna finish this and get out of here. I've seen a lot of crazy. I had a friend. His name was Deshaun. Sean. What's so crazy? That's the family name? Like, kind of. He said my mom wasn't too sure who dad was. It was either Dave or Sean. So it's like, Deshaun. Can't get it wrong. Deshaun. One of those. I was like, man, that's crazy. Never heard that before. He's like, no. She got the idea from her cousin. She had a boy named LeBron. He was either Larry or Brandon. So called him LeBron. I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy. And then went to class, and I had this buddy named Trey Laverius. His mom was a hoe. But anyways, all those people are going to try to attack me. I'm sorry, that's just a joke. I apologize. Oh, God, your moms are all beautiful women. Beautiful women, definitely. Beautiful women. And definitely don't think there's multiple dads. Anyways, yeah, another great episode of what I would call Lion and the Truth. I appreciate everybody coming over here to watch my show episode. I'm going to try to keep this up again. I'm going to go and do stand-up. I've got a couple jokes I've been working on. Did you just want to already? I saw that Nickelodeon is really getting in trouble. It's crazy. That's why I stick to Disney. Disney movies always have great messages for the young ladies out there trying to, grow up, like a Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid always tells a woman, if you want to find the man of your dreams, you just need to shut the fuck up. Stop smelling like fish. Okay. Like, share, subscribe. We out.